Hello loves, welcome back to the Twin Flame Daily Tarot. My name is Tony and this is going to be the Twin Flame forecast for Scorpio's season 2020, which begins on October 22nd, 2020. However, anytime you are watching this video is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hello, welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello if you are new here. I am so pleased that you found me. So as I said, this is the Twin Flame Tarot forecast. First, we're going to pull for our Divine Feminine. Next, we're going to pull for our Divine Masculine. Lastly, we will pull for our collective Twin Flame couple. When I refer to Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, Divine means holy, Feminine, Masculine do not refer to one specific gender. And any deck of cards you see, I will link down below in the description. So are y'all ready for this Scorpio season reading? Because I am super I can't talk. And I'm sure y'all can hear my dog making a lot of noise in the background. All right, let's try that again. Are y'all ready for this? Because I'm ready for this. Scorpio is one of my two favorite signs besides Sagittarius. Actually, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius are my three favorite signs, and they all come in that order. So as you can tell, I really love the fall. So let's get our table set. I got out my sage. Let's do this. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, and activate and align all my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful. All right, now let's set the tone for this reading. Beautiful. And lastly, we are going to set our intention for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ask our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit, please be present with us. Help us to understand and to interpret these messages as we receive them. Are y'all ready? Because I am super ready, Twin Flames. Let's find out what Scorpio season has in store for us, shall we? All right, we're going to pull first from Getting Into the Vortex by Abraham Hicks for both of the Twin Flame couple. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. Wow. I just dropped half the deck. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Twin Flames today? Let's see. Well, that was y'all, I honestly would normally have stopped recording and started over between my dog making noises, my mouth not working, me dropping the cards. But you know what? Spirit said, girl, just roll with it. Ain't such thing as perfect in this world. Just go ahead and make it happen. So here we are. Perfectly imperfect reading for my Twin Flames. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need one card for our Twin Flames for Scorpio season. Tell me, what can the Twin Flames expect to happen during Scorpio season? All right, let's see what we got. I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. Number 33. 33 is a master number. So this means this is a lesson that the angels need you not just to learn, but to master so that you can level up, okay? So I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. If we were contemplating an action that caused a negative emotion, we would not proceed with this action until we had resolved the negative emotion, okay? So hear that again. If you're thinking about taking an action that's going to cause you to feel a negative emotion, then don't take that action until you have resolved the negative emotion, all right? We would make sure that we had come into alignment with source before proceeding. By feeling for an improved thought in time, you will feel the harmony of your source and you will know the appropriateness of your behavior. We would not look for a long list of right or wrong, but instead we will feel for the emotion of alignment with source. So what they're telling you is, I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. And what they're saying is, instead of, like, let's say you need to have a conversation, a difficult conversation with someone, and you already know coming into this conversation you're going to be angry, you're going to be mad, and if you're like me, that usually means you're going to lose your temper. I am a Sagittarius, I am a fire sign, and I do not try to pretend that I am great at controlling my temper. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but I'm not great, and I have a long ways to go. I am constantly working on this. Okay. So here I am, the Sagittarius, and I already know that, let's say it is a very, very tense situation. You know, maybe it has something to do with my parents, you know, just something, let's say, with my parents. And I already know that every single time I think about this conversation I'm going to have, I already am upset. I'm already angry. I'm already mad. I'm already whatever, right? Well, instead of going into that conversation with one of my parents and coming into it knowing I'm even mad and pissed off and angry and blah, 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 what they're asking you to do is to find harmony in this situation by feeling for improved thoughts. And how do you do that? The first thing you do before you even have this conversation with this person, this action that you need to take, before you even take that action, you need to resolve the negative emotions. And in order to do that, that means that you need to come into alignment with source, okay? When you get into alignment with your source energy, which is not hard, I explain this all the time, go ground down, release your energy into the ground, pull the energy from Mother Earth up into you, through you, past you, into the source, up to the source energy, grab that source energy now that you are up there, pull it back down to you, down through you, back into Mother Earth. You are now grounded, you are now connected, you are now in alignment. Now take that energy that you are feeling and sit with it. Don't be thinking about like the conversation, this thing that you're about to do, this action that you're about to take that brings you negative emotions. No, sit in this improved state of being, this higher alignment, this higher vibration. See, this higher vibration that you're sitting in. And when you were focusing on this higher vibration, not this lower vibration, when you were sitting there, you will then begin to feel the energy and the harmony of sitting in source energy. And as you sit there, the longer you sit, just enjoying that energy, that vibration, the longer you sit there, then you will begin to know what is the appropriate behavior, the appropriate action to take, okay? You're not trying to make a long list of what you should and should not do. What you should be spending your time doing instead is to feel for the emotion of alignment with source, the emotion of alignment with source. And when you are in alignment with source and you get to feel how that feels, which it feels juicy and delicious and good and when you're sitting in that emotion of alignment with source, then you're going to be able to bring harmony to your thoughts. And these thoughts are going to improve. And when you have improved thoughts, now you can go into that situation, that conversation, like I was just saying, that conversation with your parents, perhaps. I talk to them without coming from a place of anger and madness, but instead with alignment with source, with harmony with source. And know that, remember one thing, we are all children of source. We are all children of God. We are all brothers and sisters on this planet sharing, thanks to the law of one, what happens to me happens to you, okay? And what happens to you happens to me. And whatever this person is feeling is eventually what you're going to be feeling, okay? And remember that you are made in the sight of God and they are made in the sight of God. And when we can see each other as children of God and when we can sit in this harmony together of source energy and not sitting in this energy of lower vibration, but sitting in a higher energy coming from a higher plane, then we're able to make improvements to our situation. Because you know that conversation I was just talking about with your parents, if you come into it angry and mad, you're probably not going to solve anything. I can tell you the very, 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 very last conversation I ever had with my dad before he died, unfortunately, it was almost a year before he died the last time I talked to him. And the last conversation he and I had was a giant fight, a huge fight. It was a terrible fight. And I fully admit I didn't come out that right. I fully admit that I let my anger get ahead of me. I let my just 40 years worth of bullshit, and I took it out on my dad. And that didn't solve anything. And in fact, it just left me with nothing but regret because that's my last memories of my dad. And that didn't help anything. That didn't improve the situation. And that certainly didn't make my life better. Okay. So, and I'm telling you, this is something that happened years ago. My dad died about 3 years ago. So it's been a while. It's been about 4 years since this conversation happened. But, you know, I wish I could go back and change that. And this is what we're talking about. You can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts, by feeling the emotion of being in source energy. Okay, twin flames, I hope I didn't talk too long about that, but that's a really, really important point to get to, okay? All right, let's get it going. Let's pull for the Divine Feminine, you're going to read from Doreen's Virtues Romance Angels. Let's see what messages we get for our Divine Feminine for the Scorpio season. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine during Scorpio season? Interesting thing about Scorpio season, Scorpios are ruled, you know, by death. They are the sign of death and sex. That's the Scorpios. So the reason I bring that up is because, you know, when we think of death, we think of lower energy. You know, we got all these skulls on the table here. This is that lower energy. This is that lower energy. So we need to work on improving that energy by raising it, getting into harmony with source energy, okay? Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for Scorpio season? What can Divine Feminine expect this Scorpio season? We just need one card on the table, please, for Divine Feminine. There we go. Let's see what you got, Divine. Oh, I love this card. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Divine Feminine. This card is kind of similar. I think I want to say the, hold on. Oh, Eight of Swords. This card reminds me of the Eight of Swords. I had to think which sword. I had to like picture the card in my head and figure it out. Doesn't this kind of feel like the Eight of Swords? Like this is, you know, trapped within your own, like you could get, like, you see if the unicorn just stood up, it could probably not even jump, like walk over this fence. But the unicorn chooses not to. The unicorn chooses to stay trapped in a situation of their own making. And this is kind of what this is. This is maybe a situation of your own making, and it's time for you to free yourself from that. It's time for you, Divine Feminine, it's time. And this is actually last week during the new moon in Libra, we talked about this, Divine Feminine. I'll put a link to that. Y'all go check that out. It's definitely a message that we had last week that it's time for you to, there's something in your past that you're holding on to that making you lose control and lose balance of your life. And you're being told it is time to free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. At the bottom of the deck, you did get new love. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be in a new relationship, although it does say a new person has stirred romantic feelings. For some of you, it could be. But a lot of times when I see that card come up, what I think that to mean is when in relation to freeing yourself, because that is the clarifier. You know, the cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifier to this card. And so you're being told to love yourself. The new love that you need to be finding is a love for yourself and a respect for yourself and a respect for your life plans that you're supposed to be on, that you are definitely not on the path of right now. And it is time to free yourself from that path that you are on and take back control of your life. It's time for you to learn to love yourself, Divine Feminine. That's the message you are receiving. Learn to love yourself. Let's get some tarot clarifications on that. We're going to pull from the Chrysalis Tarot, Divine Feminine. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages? Holy crap. Okay, well, y'all see that, right? This is the same picture. I did say Eight of Swords, because that's, you know, self-imprisonment, but Ten of Swords isn't, I mean, wait, hold on. Scrolls. Wait, this is Wands. My bad. Is this Wands? Hold on, I had to think. Give me a second. No. This is Swords. I had to think. Okay, yes, Ten of Swords. This deck gets a little confusing because, you know, when you have a lot of tarot decks, you have to remember each one, what they stand for. Okay, this is the Ten of Swords. All right. Again, this is almost identical. Look, being trapped in a situation of your own making, right? But in this case, this is finding the failure. This is the collapse of that situation. So look, hold on. I don't ever read it like this, but we have to look at this. Divine Feminine, you're being told to free yourself of the situation because you're being caught in a situation of your own making. You could literally just walk right out of that. And when you do, look what happens. You're going to become the phoenix. You're going to rise from the ashes. Wow. That is crazy cards on the cut. Crazy cards on the cut. Divine Feminine. One more card on the cut. You got the Page of Spirals. Okay, so that is the Page of Wands. That's, you know, that excitement. That's freedom. That's freedom. Freedom. Free your mind and the rest will follow. That's right. That's right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for our Divine Feminine today? Tell me. Look there. Ten of Mirrors. That's the Ten of Cups. In reverse, however. So, hold on. Yo, you pulled this last week too, the Hangman. Again, just like I said, and that new moon in Libra reading we had just last week, you pulled this exact same card. In fact, the energy's basically the same energy. You were being told to let go of something that's been holding you back, something that has been controlling you. And in fact, it has very much to do with this Ten of Mirrors. Ten of Mirrors, Ten of Cups. This is, shattered dreams. This can be, even your family could be broken. You could be, your shattered dreams may be having to do, you're going through a divorce or breakup or whatever. And it's being impacted by, look what's right under that. And the right under that is getting out of it quickly, the Eight of Spirals. You're ready to move past this, and you're ready to move past it now. Absolutely now. That full moon is coming up next week, and I have a feeling that if you will take the action today, Divine Feminine, if you will listen to me today, okay? Today is the 22nd. Yes, today is the 22nd. The full moon is on Halloween in 9 days, okay? 9 days. If you will take the time right now to get your stuff together and get you can see a major change coming by the full moon is what I'm trying to tell you. If you will take the action steps that are needed today to free yourself, to find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts, by connecting to the emotion of alignment with source energy, okay? Then you're going to be able to free yourself of this self-imposed cage, this situation you put yourself in that you can absolutely walk away from. Because here's the deal. You see that Hangman? When Hangman shows up, this is about, letting go of something, okay? This is about making a sacrifice in order to get ahead, okay? And what do you got to free yourself of? I mean, literally, let go of something, free yourself of this. All right, so here's what I hear. I think that, then this may not be for all of you, okay? But Divine Feminine is specifically for one of you. Because remember, I am pulling for all zodiac signs. So this doesn't always apply to every single person reading. It could be or watching. This could be very specifically for one of you. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Ten of Mirrors in reverse. This is a broken family, broken home. It could be a divorce. Regardless, this is shattered dreams. You've been focusing on your shattered dreams, it seems like, Divine Feminine, and you've really been putting all your energy into what you don't have, or what you wanted that you didn't get, or what you have that is now. This is very much the energy of a person, for instance, a woman who is happily married with children, and she thinks everything is going great. And then one day her husband comes home from work and says, I'm leaving you, I'm in love with someone else. And she never saw that coming. And her dreams are now shattered. And this is all she's been focusing on. And instead of being able to free herself of that situation, instead of being able to release herself from the situation, instead of being able to get out of the self-imposed prison, which you can, and I highly recommend that you should quickly focus on getting out of this prison and letting go of what no longer serves your best and highest good, and take back control of your life. All right? Because it looks like you went through something very, very, very painful. Very painful, Divine Feminine. It could be a divorce. It could be your family, walking away from your family. I myself have had to walk away from half of my family, quite literally half of my family, because the entire situation was so toxic that I could no longer be a part of it, okay? And that, maybe that's what that's saying to me. Maybe my Divine Feminine, maybe I need to free myself of that. I don't think that has anything to do with me on that particular situation. But the thing is that you cannot free yourself from that situation. You cannot take control of the situation and let go of this situation until you find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts, until you stop focusing on the negative emotions about the situation, until you stop focusing on what you feel and the negative emotions you feel, and until you get into alignment with the source, and until you can find harmony within that source alignment. You can feel for the emotion of what it feels like to be in alignment with source. You're not going to be able to free yourself. You're not going to be able to let go of that. And you're going to keep on dwelling and dwelling and dwelling. And you're being told, nope, nope, nope. This is a 10. This is the end of the cycle. This is the beginning of a new cycle. It is time to let that go. In fact, it is time for you to master this lesson. This is that 33. And what did I tell you? 33 is a master number. It is time for you to master this lesson. And the lesson for you to learn Divine Feminine, that it is time to let go of the past. It's time to shut the door. It's time to focus on the improved thoughts. And the more that you focus on feeling harmony for these improved thoughts, the more harmony will come to you. The less this will be, and the more balance will be restored, okay? Divine Feminine, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I really hope this was very helpful for one of you. And if you haven't already liked or subscribed, take just 1 second right now, please. And thank you. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Okie dokie. All right, Divine Masculine. We're going to pull from you. We're going to pull for the Moonology Oracle deck. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine? I just do want to show y'all, it does say communication is key. And I definitely feel that energy coming in strongly. This is a lot of, it's time for us all to be communicating, not just with each other, but with ourselves, our higher selves, and Creator. Okay, source energy is who we need to be taking the time to communicate with. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine? Or I'm sorry, what messages do we have for our Divine Masculine? Y'all got 2 cards and we're going to keep them both. All right, this is crazy. First of all, referring to last week's reading with the new moon in Libra, Divine Feminine, this is what she pulled. Don't let your past hold you back. And Divine Masculine, what's even funnier is last week, you ended up pulling 2 cards in this position, and here you are doing it again. A win-win outcome is forecast. So, Divine Masculine, again, you are being told this week, it is time for you to let go of something from your past. You're holding on to something from your past. Oh, wait, I just noticed. We have a 3rd card. All right. We're going to use this as our clarifier. We're putting this at the bottom of the deck. All right, we'll get back to that. Don't let your past hold you back, because when you let go of whatever it is in your past that you're holding on to, when you actually make room for something to come to you because now you've let go of what no longer holds you, look what happens. A win-win outcome is forecast. And look, this is that full moon in Libra. And just like I said last week when we pulled, you pull those 2 cards over here for your reading. That was the new moon in Libra. So this is definitely that Libra energy playing out over you. And this is about getting balance. This is about you're holding on to something from the past that is causing you to feel very unbalanced, Divine Masculine. It's time for you to let go of whatever you're holding on to. And as soon as you do, those scales, because right now you're holding on to something that's very heavy and it's causing that scale to be imbalanced. When you let go of what no longer serves you, now the scales can be balanced, and now you're going to be able to be winning. Again, how do we even let go of what we no longer need? How do we tap into that energy to find ways to let go of it? Well, the first thing we need to do is find harmony within ourselves by feeling for improved thoughts. How do we find improved thoughts? We get into alignment with source. We step into source energy. And once we are step into our highest alignment with source, then and only then do we feel for what the emotions of that alignment feels like. When you are understanding what it feels like to be in alignment, and then when you understand what emotions you are feeling while in alignment, then and only then will you be able to understand what you're holding on to that is no longer serving your best and highest good that you need to let go of so that you can make room to be a winner. Interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, your hard work is paying off. So that's what they're telling you. Cut out what no longer serves you, restore the balance, and that's going to pay off big time. Big, big, big time. Look at that. Your hard work is paying off. Let's read about a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so it says, is that focused? Nope, not focused enough. There y'all go. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are all about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests that you are either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing perhaps even coming to an end or moving to a new level of a commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it is doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take, and doing so might just be the answer to your question. All right, Divine Masculine, so you're being told to let go of that which is falling away. You're also being told that now is the time for you to make a firm decision. Now is the time for you to no longer let your past hold you back, to cut out, whether it's addiction, whether it's a relationship that no longer serves you, whether it's a situation that you're in that you don't want to be in anymore. Let go of that, okay? Make room for a win, okay? It's time for you to make a firm decision. It's time for you to focus on yourself for a while, Divine Masculine, and to look out for yourself. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. That is the ultimate form of self-care and selfishness. Selfishness has a very negative, derogatory term, and what people don't understand is the selfishness just means focusing on yourself and putting yourself first, and there is nothing wrong with that as long as we stay in the healthy side and don't lean towards the vain side, okay? So this is time for you to let go what no longer serves you and understand that a win is on its way when you make room for it, okay? You got to make room. What's interesting, I use this example all the time. See how my hand is empty and I have room for stuff? But look, when I put something into it and now I'm holding onto it, look, I'm holding so tightly onto this thing that I no longer have any room to put anything in my hand. But when I let go of the thing that no longer serves me, look how much room I have in my hand now to receive. Okay? So you got to let go of what no longer serves you so you have room to receive what does, Divine Masculine. But before you get to cutting out what no longer serves you, please, please, please tap into yourself, into your higher self. Get into alignment with source energy. Feel that alignment with source energy. Sit in that juicy yumminess. Feel the emotions of that, and then and only then should you proceed forward, okay? Let's get you some tarot clarification. Let's pull from the Santa Muerte Tarot. Let's see what you get, Divine Masculine. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine today? This deck is falling out of my hands. Here we go. Oh, interesting. So Knight of Swords. So that's, I'm coming in with new thoughts and new ideas and just being very action oriented. So that's good. That's you doing the work and showing up and clearing out the space. So, and look there. And then once you do the work, you have I know my hand's upside down. You have the Four of Swords. And this is, taking the chance, the time to rest, to reflect, to contemplate. So, you do the work, you get in there and you got to get the work done. But before you go ahead and straight into action, before you rush into that action, take the time to reflect, take the time to contemplate, take the time to get into alignment with source and feel that alignment. Lastly, but not leastly, we have pulled this card a ton the last 2 weeks. 10 of Swords, because you know what? That thing that you need to cut out, it's done. It's over. You should probably have cut it out of your life a long, long time ago. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for our Divine Masculine? I love it. Love it. Looky here. Welcome to Scorpio season, Divine Masculine. The Moon. How beautiful is this card? Isn't she so pretty? Love this particular card. All right. So Moon energy, when the moon shows up, of course, that's that Aquarius. I'm sorry. Pisces energy. That's that cup energy, that emotions, right? So this is dealing with our emotions, right? And the moon is about our unconscious thoughts, the things that we may not even be aware of ourselves thinking. And sometimes it can be about the things that we keep hidden from ourselves, hidden from others. So let's see what that's about. Well, right at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands is taking that last stance. It's having that resilience. It's not being afraid. It's being willing to not back down. You've been kicked 10 times, you come back 11, right? That's what that Nine of Wands is having that resilience and having that fight and that determination. So, interesting. You've got the moon sitting under the full moon in Libra, which is a win-win outcome as forecast. And then you don't let your past hold you back. So this is very interesting because here is what it's saying. If it just wants to stand, I'm gonna stand them here for just a second so we can look at these 3 cards together, okay? You're being asked to let go of something in your past, something that maybe you've even kept secret. Maybe you've been keeping hidden from others, okay? Because when that moon card shows up, this is things that are keeping hidden, things that are illusions, fantasies. So, you know, your past, something from the past that you maybe are keeping hidden from everybody that you don't even want to admit. Maybe it's an old addiction, you know. The moon card definitely, I'm definitely hearing in my head right now, some of you divine masculines perhaps are living in secret. Maybe you're holding on to an addiction and nobody even knows. Maybe you're fighting an addiction right now that nobody even knows. Well, it's time for you to take a damn stand and get rid of it. It's time for you to knock that out and move forward to restore the balance so that you can be successful. This is not the time to back down. This is the time to double down, to show up for yourself and to fight. Okay, because whatever it is that's being hidden from everybody else, even if it's something you're the only one that's aware of that's happening, maybe it's an addiction, maybe you're having an affair, maybe whatever. Maybe, you know, I honestly hear the word embezzlement. That's so weird. I've never heard that word in my head before, but you know, maybe some of you are lying, maybe some of you are stealing, maybe whatever. It doesn't have to be this way, okay? Whatever it is you're doing in secret that you're not very proud of, divine masculine, it doesn't have to be this way. It's time for you to man up. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to take your last stand and fight. Fight your demons, fight yourself. Whatever it is you got to do, show up for yourself, but don't let your past hold you back. Cut out those addictions, those things that no longer serve you so you can restore that balance, okay? It's, I definitely get the feeling that you're holding on to some secrets, divine masculine. You know, the moon card a lot of times is just about what we can't see, you know, those things that are kept hidden in the dark, and then the moon comes out and shines a light on it. Well, I want you to know that your secrets probably aren't as secret as you think they are, divine masculine. Somebody probably knows more than you think they do. And if you think that you're getting away with it, for those of you who think you're getting away with it, I'm telling you, you're not. Your past is about to come and bite you in the butt, and it's time for you to maybe even pay the piper. It's time for you to stand up and clean this mess up and restore some balance, divine masculine. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Divine masculine, give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't, please, and thank you. Twins, it's your turn. Let's see what's going on for our twin flames as a couple during this Scorpio season. Our first oracle cards for the day are going to be the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Let's see what we got, twin flames. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for the twin flames? Y'all, there's some really good energy hopping in right now. We've got some big energy coming in. I feel tingling from my head to toe all of a sudden. Just walked into the room. We got some big energy coming into this message. Let's see what we're about to get. All right, let's see what this is all about. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card for our twin flames. What can the twin flame couple expect during this Scorpio season? What messages do we have for the twin flames for this Scorpio season? All right. Love it when Jesus shows up, the great teacher. You are here to learn from your spiritual experiences. You are not here just to witness them and not actually learn. And then it's interesting because gorgeous. You see that number 33? Hang on, let's get that focused. Make sure you can really see that. See this card? And I told you it's a master number, right? It's a master number. It's about, mastering this lesson. Look how she's looking right at Jesus. Jesus is one of the ascended masters. And in fact, when we speak of the number 3, one of the things that 3 can be representing, besides, this is the complete culmination of your conscious, your subconscious, and your superconscious, or, yourself, your higher self, and your connection to source. Or it could be said it's the connection of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. Okay, so there's Jesus speaking of the Father, or the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Just want to clarify, these readings are non-denominational. I am not Christian. I am not Jewish. I am nothing. I am just a spiritual being having a spiritual experience. That's all. I'm here to help today be a great teacher for this great teacher. We're going to learn from spiritual experiences. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Yes, 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 yes. Hold tight. Super important that both of you hear this. Embrace the energy of peace. Divine Feminine, you need to free yourself from something. I definitely feel like you're going through a breakup, of family issues, something very painful within your own home and family. And it's time for you to embrace that energy of peace and stop holding on to this pain that you're holding on to. Divine Masculine, I think something from your past, I definitely hear addictions or some kind of secret is coming out, and it's time for you to let go. It's time for whatever is in the shadows to come forward and for you to knock it out and for you to embrace the energy of peace, okay? So let's see about that great teacher there. Great teacher. Here we go. Great teacher. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences and then share them with others. This card, it can represent a teacher in your life, or it can even just represent the great teacher within you. Because remember, every single one of us has an energetic beam that runs straight from our crown, up along your spine. I'm just trying to say up and down along your spine. And that beam of energy connects you with earth and connects you with heaven. And because you're connected to heaven, you have God within you. Okay. God is always within you. Always. So this card can represent a teacher that's either physically in your life or the great teacher within yourself. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world around you. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping you and your spiritual connection. If you feel that you've received the messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these indeed were holy experiences. So basically, you're being told to trust your own inner knowing. Again, it's just like what we said here. Before you make any decision, before you do anything, whether it's healing yourself from this, freeing yourself from whatever this painful family drama dynamic is, whether it's healing yourself from your past and these secrets that you're holding on to, the first thing you can do before you can learn from any of these spiritual experiences, before you can teach anybody about these spiritual experiences, is to tap into, your own sense of serenity, your own sense of harmony. And how do you find that? I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. You feel for improved thoughts by getting into alignment with source. When you are in alignment with source energy, then I want you to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? How am I feeling right now? When you understand the emotions of what you feel, when you're in alignment with source, now you can step into your own harmony. And when you are standing within your own harmony, you are then able to become your own great teacher. You're able to learn what you need to learn. You're able to free yourself. You're able to free. It's interesting. Both of you are being told to free yourself. You're both being told, don't let your past hold you back. It's time to take back control over your life. Okay. Free yourself and learn from it. But before you can do any of that, step into alignment with source energy. Find harmony within the situation by feeling for improved thoughts. I promise the more that you allow yourself to feel these improved thoughts, okay, the more harmony floods down in the situation, the quicker you will lose steam when it comes to this pain. The quicker you will lose shame when it comes to these secrets that you're holding on to. And the faster you will be able to move forward, return to balance, and improve your life. It's not as complicated as people want to make it. But the thing is that there's simple, basic, foundational steps that many people just kind of skip right over. And that's why we can't move forward, because so many times we want to heal and we want to find peace and we want to sober up and we want to move past this pain. But yet we're sitting in this lower vibration and expecting to be up here. Well, how can you be up here if you're sitting down here? Okay. You have to climb up. You have to reach for those improved thoughts. Okay. All right, twins, you've got one more oracle card for this week. Let's see what you're going to be pulling. We're going to get the Work Your Light oracle cards. Let's see what Miss Rebecca Campbell's cards have to say for us today. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do you have for the twin flames today? We just need one card on the table. What messages do we have for the twin flames for this Scorpio season? All right, one card, please. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do you have for the twin flames for this Scorpio season? What messages do we have for our twin flames? Here we go. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Exactly. Hold on. At the bottom of the deck, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, I could just about bet both of you need to work on boundaries, okay? Keynote to boundaries. There's a difference between boundaries and perception. If you tell somebody, I would like to not take phone calls on Sunday, so please don't call me on Sunday, okay? And then Sunday rolls around and that person calls you. If you answer the phone, then you have broken your own boundary, okay? What you did is you gave them the perception that you would like to not talk on the phone on Sunday, but by answering the phone, you have now given them the perception that it's okay to talk on the phone on Sunday. So this week, when you get off the phone, we're going to tell them again, hey, as I said before, I would like to not speak on the phone on Sunday. So on next Sunday, when the phone rings, guess what you're going to do? This time, you're not going to answer the phone. And when you don't answer the phone this time, now you have set a boundary for yourself, okay? So it's super important for us to understand the difference between boundaries and perceptions and understand that it is time for you, divine feminine and divine masculine, to practice healthy boundaries with other people. And you need to establish better boundaries. But first, let's jump into this card right here, birthing a new age. Y'all, do y'all not see how beautiful this is? This reading is it's just really unfolding, right? And so the first thing is that divine feminine, look over here. You got this free yourself, right? And this free yourself is telling you that you're holding on to, and you're definitely, look, the Hanged Man, you're holding on to something that no longer serves your highest and best good. It's some kind of familial pain, relationship pain, something like that. And it doesn't do you any good. And it's time for you to let go of that and to learn from those experiences and to find harmony with this situation. Divine masculine, there's something from your past that's holding back. It could even be a secret that you're holding on to. It's time for you to let go of that secret to make room in your life for a win, okay? It's time to let go of the things that are not successful, these secrets that you're holding on to that are not giving you success. It's time for you to fight a good fight. And it's time for you to understand that those secrets don't serve you and do not lead to harmony. When you both are able to find harmony within these situations, within this secretive situation, within this broken home situation, when you can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts, by focusing on the emotion of alignment with source, when you both can get to that place independently, not as a couple, independently. Maybe you work together as a couple, but independently, you both arrive to this place where you can find harmony within this situation. Guess what you're going to be able to do? Just exactly what I said right here. You are going to finally make room for what you want. You're finally going to have room to be able to birth this new age, this new way of being that you want to have. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk, right? When that happens, I want you to walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than anything that we could possibly hold. But I want you, divine feminine, divine masculine, when that thing feels bigger than anything you can hold, be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. But even then, I want you to give birth to those anyway. Be courageous, divine twins, and do it anyway. You are right now, in this very moment, you are birthing a new age. Right now, we you, me, and all the rest of us, we are in a transition period between ages. In the process of allowing this old cycle to fall away and the new cycle to rise. It's like, driving into the fog and trusting that the road is going to appear ahead. So we have to release our old identities and our old ways that no longer serve us and use our intuition as our compass. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So the fact of the matter is what I see here is twins, both of you are ready for this to end. You are ready to end this cycle. You are ready to let go of whatever this pain is that you're feeling that is definitely, keeping you trapped within a cycle of hurt, a cycle of pain, divine feminine. You're being asked to let go of whatever this secret is that you're holding on to, that maybe even from your past that's holding you back. You're being asked to fight so that you can win, okay? You can't win if you don't fight. There is no winning if you don't show up and play the game, okay? You got to show up and play the game. But the thing is that you're here to learn lessons, and those lessons aren't just for you. You are here to be a teacher for others, to lead by example. Okay, and that is absolutely what I want you to hear. You're being told to lead by example. It's really interesting over here on the Divine Feminine. Look at all this bird energy. We got a dove, we got an owl, we got another dove. Wisdom and peace. You're being asked to seek your own inner wisdom, your own inner peace, your own inner harmony, so that you can give birth to a brand new world. You can dream it into being, okay? All right, let's get our last cards for the day. Twins, we are going to pull for the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames? Yes, the sun. Success is on the table. We go from the moon to the sun, coming out of the dark into the light. Absolutely. Yes, Three of Cups. Harmony, right? Feeling harmony, feeling teamwork, collaboration. This is you working in collaboration with your higher self and source energy to become a co-creator and to begin a brand new journey. Look at that sun popping right back out. A new successful adventure awaits you. A new age is being birthed, okay? Step out of that moon. Step out of that place of fear and free yourselves. All right, angels, ancestors. There's your first card. Guardians, God, spirit. We need... Yes, we need 2 more cards, please, for my twin flames. What messages do you have for my twin flames during this Scorpio season? Yep, Knight of Cups, unexpected. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Follow your heart, twins. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. We just need one more cup. Or one more cup. One more card, please. Divine. What am I saying? Try the sentence over. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one more card for our twin flames. What messages do we have? Look at that. The world. Heck yes. Heck yes. I receive. Yep, you're done. Look at this. Let's talk about starting at the very bottom of the deck. You've got the 9 of Swords. You have been losing a lot of sleep. This is feeling very anxious and restless, and like the situation here, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever this is, this for yourself and the secret that you need to let go of from the past, divine masculine, it has been causing you a lot of sleepless nights. You have been feeling just very worried, very hopeless, a lot of anxiety, a lot of despair, right? Well, here's the cool thing. This was in reverse, okay? This is at the bottom of the deck. This is the clarifier. And when this comes up, this is you reaching out of that despair. This is you reaching towards hope. So, when we move, okay, make sure we understand how I read my deck. The bottom of the deck is our clarifier. And so this is like the root of the situation. You are ready to move past this anxiety, past this despair, past this hopelessness into hope. This is the bright, shining, glimmering beam of hope shining down on you, telling you it is time to birth that new age. So this is how we read. We read past, present, future, and the cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifiers, the root of the question. This card sits between the past and the present. This card sits between the present and the future. So sitting in the past, look there, you have the 2 of Cups. This is, there we go. That's that Pisces energy. It's also kind of the twin to the Lover's card, that Gemini energy. This is connection and unity. And so sitting underneath a great teacher, learning from spiritual experiences. So in the past, this is you, beginning to understand, even though you're going through this situation, this secret maybe that you're keeping from people, divine masculine, and maybe this family pain, breakup, divorce, whatever this is, divine feminine. Regardless, those situations, whether people are aware of it or not, regardless of what you've been going through, you've been using that as a fuel to connect to yourself. You've been using this as a way, as a reflective tool. It's interesting because look, she's actually looking at the moon in the lake and it's reflecting back to her, right? And in fact, look, these are mirrors. And what do mirrors do? They reflect. This is very cool. See how both of these are reflecting. You've been taking this situation that's causing you pain, divine feminine, divine masculine, this painful situations, and using this situation to reflect back to you yourself, to be able to take a good, hard, long look in the mirror. And that's what this is. This is that Two of Cups energy coming up. This is you looking at yourself, connecting with your higher self. This symbol right here is the caduceus. This is that medical symbol, right? Like this is what you see when you go to the doctor's office. This is that symbol of health, of healing. And this is you get into alignment, or maybe, maybe haven't been getting into alignment with yourself, but at least looking at the situation that you're going through, looking at your role in this situation and trying to learn from it. Asking yourself, why am I going through this situation? What am I supposed to be gaining from this? There's definitely lessons to be learned, and you have been. You've been working through these lessons, it appears, okay? So going from past into present, then we go from the Two of Cups to the King of Cups, staying again in that Cups energy, those emotions and things like that. King of Cups, that's that very, very balanced king. His emotions are balanced. He is, look, he's got one foot on land, one foot in the water, right? He's very, very balanced. That's what I always talk about him. He's in control of the situation. This is you taking back control over, because remember, King Cups are about emotions, okay? So this is literally the king of your heart. This is you taking back control of your heart, of your emotions, of your life, freeing yourself from whatever this pain is that you've been holding on to, letting go of this past secret and fighting to make sure that it doesn't come back, so that you can get balance and get a win. And exactly, balance. This is you restoring the balance. This is you cutting off this nonsense, letting go of this crap that has caused you anxiety and pain and despair and trauma, and instead seeing that glimmer of hope, knowing that you can find harmony within this situation by feeling for improved thoughts. And like I said, if we were contemplating an action that caused negative emotion, we would not proceed with the action until we had resolved the negative emotion. That's what he's saying. You got to resolve before you can move forward, before you can free yourself of this pain, let go of the past, these secrets, and get this win that you very much want and that you are going to get, divine twins. The first thing you have to do is find harmony within this situation by letting go of resolving your negative emotions to the situation, and instead getting in alignment with source, getting into harmony with source, and feeling the what the emotion of alignment with source feels like. Okay, once you are balanced, once you are in alignment with self, higher self, and source, once you become the co-creator of your life, look what you're able to do. You're able to move past this. Okay, you're able to learn those lessons that you need to teach yourself. You're able to move past it, and look what you get to do. You get to birth a new age. You literally get to create a new life. You get to leave this behind you. This is the past. This is not the future. This is not coming forward with you. You're leaving it behind, because look what you freaking get to do. A whole new world. Yeah. A whole new world. You get to birth a freaking new world, baby. A new world is coming. A new world full of hope. Look, right under this card of hope. Look right here. King of Pentacles. A new world full of everything you ever wanted. That King of Pentacles, he's that king who is here to bring you that coin, baby. He's abundant. He's prosperous. He's generous. And that's what your life is about to become. When you let go of that thing that's hurting you. When you grab hold of hope, When you step into harmony by improving your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions with the situation, when you restore the balance within yourself, you get to create a whole new freaking world, twins. What kind of world do you want? What do you want? If you're ready to move past that, that's your choice. You can do that. Nobody's stopping you except for yourself. Learn your lessons. Let it go. Let go of these secrets. Restore balance. Find that harmony within yourself and create a whole new world. You are going to be an example, not just to yourself, but to others. So many are going to be and see you and watch you and be inspired by the action you took and the changes you made. Don't doubt yourself, twin. This is a beautiful reading. Beautiful. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this inspiring. If you know someone else who could find this helpful, please share, comment, like, subscribe, whatever it is. I appreciate all of it. And just know, until I see you again, know how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, twins.